What is up again, everyone? Of course, the sky. But kidding aside, this channel is new and fresh. Once again, do I need to announce that this is new?
No! God, please, no! No!
But cut to the chase. Anyways, the good news is that I am starting to make gaming contents from various games, not just Skyrim, not unlike my old channel or any other few games, but this time it's a lot of them. And this time it's about Witcher 3. I'm a bit of a fan of Witcher 3 since Witcher series, since I also watch this in Netflix. I might as well start binge reading the books. But with further ado, let's begin. I wanted to be bloody honest that this is one of the nicely written quests in the game. So we're not just talking about Geralt here, Geralt there, but this one is the most interesting, cold-blooded, and one of the longest quests in Witcher 3. But let's cut it into the chase, shall we? Because this is all about Dandelion and Priscilla, and I admit one and only favorite ship in the game, Priscilla and Dandelion, Predan. Still a better love story than Twilight. Will they live happily ever after? Well, you know, this quest lead to a series of domino effect which makes The Witcher 3 more interesting besides that this is a main quest. Well, this is the climax, I think, and the beginning of the exciting part. Spoiler alert! I'm not going to talk most of the quests or what happened because you might get spoiled, but I'm going to warn you that even just a little detail might spoil you. First of all, the root of all these quests is that Geralt must find Ciri. She's been to Velen, Novigrad, and finally Skellige.
Skellige?
Escaping from the wild hunt. And now Geralt is in Novigrad. It begins the quest Pyres of Novigrad, in which he meets Triss and Francis Bedlam at first. Then the quest Novigrad Dreaming, in which Geralt contacts Corintuli, an Oniomancer, which is a sorceress specialized in dream interpretation. In that dream, he finds out that Dandellion once again gets into trouble, as always. Also, he's in danger, which in that dream, some explosion happened. And I think that this is something to do with Reuven's treasure heist. Yeah. Then Broken Flowers is the main one, in which we will contact all the women and men which are connected to Dandelion. First of all, we know about Dandelion. He's a good friend of Ciri, Geralt, Zoltan, Triss. We know him since Witcher 1 and 2 and the Netflix show as well.
Toss a coin to your Witcher, O Valley of Plenty, O Valley of Plenty.
He's a charming young bard, a handsome fellow, and a loyal friend of Geralt. But this jerk gets into a lot of trouble despite his jolliness, that he's almost hanged because of his devious behavior. Not because of Geralt, he will be killed. And he's known as Julian Alfred Pankratz, Viscount de Lettenhove, better known as Dandelion, which in the series, in the Netflix series, Jaskier is his Polish name. Besides being a bard and a womanizer, he's also a Viscount. Yes, he has both political careers and as well as the Master of Arts in Oxenfurt. Smart guy. Too much for being a talented and charismatic bard, isn't it? But this bard gets a lot of bitches, more than Andrew Tate's fan base. Yeah, dig that, Andrew Tate. It all started in the quest Broken Flowers, in which you are going to ask a lot of women that are related to Dandelion to inquire about his whereabouts, and here says, you know, that he hooked up a lot of girls from commoners to elves to noble women, but in all of them, based on the game, he only ends up with Vespula and the Duchess. But I think they're just former lovers until you are going to ask Zoltan about the girl who goes by the name of Callonetta, aka Priscilla, which is his love interest, I guess. Okay, moving on to this beautiful, charming, talented, romantic poet. She also wrote Geralt's play, and she has a wonderful voice as well.
To bind our fortunes, damn what the stars are.
Also, a waifu material. Oh, okay, I know that it is an understatement, but she is one of the underrated NPCs in Witcher 3. And also, I theorize that before all of the events of Witcher 3, they started getting along with each other, her and Dandellion. Like, among those women in the quest Broken Flowers, well, she's not in the list, but for me, she is the most deserving girl and the most worthy lover of Dandellion. She also has ties with most of the people of Novigrad due to her fame, her concerts, her gig in the Nightingale Inn. Okay, time for the ship of the century. So that's it, it's a wrap. I choose Priscilla as Dandelion's lover. They deserve each other after Priscilla got worried about Dandelion's arrest. She goes after Geralt and Zoltan in the ambush because she wants to figure out if Dandelion's doing well, and after rescuing Dandelion again, it is a sudden reunion. Then, there they are. Priscilla arrived with Zoltan, then she gets upset again that Dandellion made her worry. Then after the long chat and telling that Ciri ran into the Whoreson Jr.'s man, Priscilla is now dying to talk to Dandellion.
You two have chatted enough. Now it's my turn to talk to Dandelion.
And I'll gladly have a go at him when you're done.
Then after that, they're off to Rosemary and Thyme Tavern, which Zoltan manages, and you suddenly eavesdrop on their conversation as you drop by.
Is this truly what you want? To be a purveyor of cheap whores and watered down wine?
Hey, I can't control what I inherit.
But you can control what you do with it.
I know, which...
And she's mad because she's jealous, and yet, aren't they cute? Seriously, I wanted to make a Wattpad fanfiction about it, but not a cringe-worthy one. Kidding aside, a cringe-worthy one. Okay, let's rewind before this happened. Okay, you ended up in a bar called Kingfisher. Yeah, it looks like tavern in Disney movies. Yeah, very nice, You asked Priscilla how did she met Dandelion. This is after the quest Broken Flowers, and I could never doubt it. She has fallen into his charm, according to some source in the previous quest. And then Geralt asks her how she met Dandelion. After Dandelion meets the ladies in the Broken Flowers quest, the last woman that they're saying is Priscilla, which they say it is disguised as Dandelion's sister. But no.
Or maybe his sister could help you. Such a nice girl.
Any chance you remember your last conversation with Dandelion?
Of course. He came to borrow some coin for a barge.
What? Why do you need a barge?
To take me on a romantic cruise of the canals by the light of the moon.
It means I hope that Priscilla would change Dandelion's mindset and heart, that she will be the one and only lover of Dandelion. Yeah, they're meant to be. They're both bards, and I see that Priscilla could accept him for who he is. After all, that he's involved in a lot of trouble in his past issues during The Witcher 1 and Witcher 2. You see, after her gig in that tavern, Priscilla does her efforts finding some infos and some whereabouts of Dandelion as she excuses Geralt and Zoltan into her room. But yeah, Priscilla is so serious about their relationship that she keeps on cursing on him because she's jealous and too scared on what will happen to Dandelion. Fair point. I feel bad at Priscilla on that one, since she is the way for Geralt to find Dandelion and Ciri. But I am not siding with Priscilla, neither Dandelion. Priscilla is just a bit impulsive to get mad at Dandelion for his business, but you know, come on, Dandelion needs his business for a living. To be brutally honest, this love story is better than any love story in Netflix or Geralt or Yen's love story, I have to admit.
Found your ring. Here.
Oh, thanks so much. Thought I'd lost it. Got it from Priscilla, you know.
Nice gift.
Moving on, back to the scene where they're both arguing. During the quest cabaret, the two lovebirds argue about their business and Priscilla hopes that Dandelion doesn't get into trouble again.
We were, but you didn't show. Priscilla started to worry, so I came to see how you were doing.
Priscilla started worrying about me? That's so nice!
Less for her than for you, I'm sure.
Dandelion explains that he needs money to transform the rosemary and thyme into the cabaret that he's always dreamed of owning. And then here comes the quest Carnal Sins, in which Priscilla has been attacked and luckily she's the only one of the victims who survived. And then she is rushed into the hospital with Geralt and Dandelion, he is visiting her. After Geralt kills the vampire Hubert, he goes back and checks her together with Dandelion.
Did you take care of what I asked?
Yeah. The Witcher's way.
Thank you, Geralt. From me and Priscilla.
Did my part. Your turn now. Take care of her. Good care.
I will. You'll see. Treat her better than the Dryads of Broccolon could.
She's talking again. Nice surprise.
Isn't it? Professor von Gratz told me her wounds are healing faster than a troll's. Not the most flattering comparison, but encouraging.
As the ending, Dandelion visits you in your home. He pays you a visit and you trade stories of your journey with each other because you're together in each other's journey. Then, as the dialogue says, he said that he's already with Priscilla. Maybe they're moving on or traveling the world together with their gigs.
What's new, old friend?
Everything's fine. Great. Thanks to you, I'm with a woman I'm entirely devoted to. Surrendered my heart to.
Didn't have all that much to do with that.
If you hadn't been there, Priscilla would have died a cruel death. And right about now, I'd be drowning my sorrows in some dive with piss-stained walls.
Hope she's better.
She had the best medics around. Wounds have all healed. She's confident, outgoing. She's got places to go and folk to see. And in the alcove. I mean, can you imagine she...
Dandelion, I can't imagine and I won't.
All right, but your loss.
And fortunately, Priscilla has been recovered ever since after the quest Carnal Sins. But sadly, Geralt doesn't care about what happened to them. Damn it. And yes, they already live a normal and peaceful life as I theorize that they might left Novigrad. In conclusion, without Geralt's help, Dandelion might end up with other women. And in addition, Geralt is the only way for them to be with each other. And as you can see, it's a happy ending. As you can see this cinematic of Geralt, they're together, all of the characters here are together, and this is a wholesome video. Well, that's all about. Thank you all for tuning in. I hope you enjoy the video. There are also a lot of games that I would like to feature. Subscribe, take care, and peace out.